Alright, guys. So, yes, I have seen this movie. We are going to be talking about Miss Congeniality, Sandra Bullock. Um, First off, let me say this. I remember seeing this movie in theaters when I was younger. My mom wanted to go see a movie, okay? And she wanted to go see this. I was like, okay, seen a few movies Sandra Bullock before. This, oh my gosh, man, this is probably one of my favorite movies with her because she plays as Gracie, who is a FBI agent. She is a very much of a tomboy, very much of a tomboy, and she screws up on her last mission. Her coworker gets a not really a promotion, more like, hey, you're doing a good job, so I'm gonna let you lead this task force. And he has to go and get some woman into the Miss America pageant so that way they can figure out what's going on because these girls have been threatened, and the only one close enough to being the quote unquote it girl that can go from this type of state is again Gracie. So when she goes in, she has a huge demeanor makeover, physical makeover, mind makeover, everything from again Victor Mellon, who's played by Michael Caine, very legendary actor. And he trains her to act more like a lady because again she has a very rough exterior. She is a smart ass, she's a badass, she kicks ass, all that stuff. And again, Sandra Bullock brings it in this movie, dude. Oh my gosh, I think one of my favorite scenes in this film is when she walks out, she looks damn good and she just falls flat on her face. I love this movie, man. It's hilarious. Or when she's trying to teach self defense in front of a huge audience, in front of the entire world, and she has to ask her coworker, hey, like, hey, you mind doing this? And she's like, oh, Eric's a little scared. It's funny. Or when they start having to fight in the PD and saying like, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do this. So again, there is a lot of comedy in this film. There's a lot of drama in this film, good acting, and a good story. And I miss movies like this. I miss movies where it was simple, it was to the point, it made you think, and it was a fun ride. It was a fun ride. They didn't have to drag it out, make you think who it was. And there was a lot of people in this film, man. I mean, there was a William Shatner was in this, Benjamin Bratt was in this, Ernie Hudson was in this, Steve Mora was in this. There was a lot of actors in this film. Again, this came out in 2000. I remember watching this movie a lot. Now, the second movie I know did not do well as the first movie. The first movie, I think, made a huge splash into cinema for a comedy, slash crime action movie. And Sandra Bullock really, I would say, blew open the door for I would say more women to do these roles. And again, she did very successful in this movie. She did very successful in other films. Again, this movie is a classic in my opinion. It's a childhood memory of watching this movie. I remember I had a big crush on Sandra Bullock growing up, and I still do. She's a very beautiful, talented woman, and I think that this movie is probably maybe not the best movie she's done, but probably one of the best movies she's done. And I'll always have a good laugh when this movie comes on. I'll always watch it when it comes on, and I'll enjoy myself. I don't care. I mean, yeah, I'm a guy. I'm a heterosexual male, and I will watch this movie. I don't care. I mean, again, if you like a movie, you like a movie, and if you don't, then you don't. And if you don't like it, it is what it is. You can call me whatever you want. I don't care. I mean, it's one of those where I feel like there's certain movies you get judged for watching. Now again, there are some movies I won't watch because I just don't have the interest in watching them. But again, some may say, "Oh, this is a chick flick. This is what it may be a chick flick to some." But to me, it's not a chick flick. It's just a very funny ass movie, and it's got some good action, some good drama, some good acting, like I've said. And again, throughout the story, Gracie deals with being a cop into being undercover, and she gathers a relationship around all these girls and becomes their friend, and like almost like a family, and she sees what they go through behind the screen, that they're all not just pretty faces, that they have their own personalities, that they have their own turmoils, they have their own insecurities, they have their own, all these things that she misjudged them on and they misjudged her on. And I think one funny scene that I remember specifically is when they were all training and she comes in with pizza and beer. And they're like, "You can't bring pizza and beer in here." She's like, "Why not?" And then they go to a club and they get wasted out of their mind. It was funny, man. I mean, again, they don't make movies like this anymore. They really don't. They don't make movies where you could just laugh. And I miss that. So hats off to Sandra Bullock. Hats off to this cast. Hats off to everyone in this film. Great movie. Great time. Have you guys seen Miss Congeniality? Either way, let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you as always on the next one.